Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. And respecting your tiredness, I will be brief, because your tiredness is also my tiredness. I'm very glad and honored to be present in this 10th annual session of the Rhodes Forum. My task is to bring here the greetings of the community of Sant'Egidio, greetings together with the friendship and the full sympathy of the community of Sant'Egidio with this kind of meeting. For more than 40 years, the communities of Sant'Egidio, of Europe, Asia, and especially Africa and Latin America, have worked for dialogue among faiths and cultures, fostering peace negotiation in several continents, but most of all, living a relationship of daily solidarity with the poorest in the world, constantly engaged in a number of battles for the defense of life and human rights. And let me say that today is the 20th anniversary, exactly today, of the peace in Mozambique, signed in the headquarters of Community of Sant'Egidio on October 4th, 1992, after 16 years of tremendous, very violent war, civil war, more than 1 million victims. And then I'm very happy to celebrate this anniversary here in the opening session of this meeting. This is the fruits of dialogue. This is the fruits of dialogue. And this is why we feel as deeply close to our feelings with the constant effort that in the recent years have been made by the World Public Forum Dialogue of Civilizations. Through these important events of meeting and constructive dialogue, I attended here fruitful meetings of men and women, believers and no-believers, personalities of the international politics and culture in the horizon of peace. And I firmly believe that these meetings are so many precious and necessary for our world today, so disoriented today and often ended in a resignation without a future. Meetings like this communicate guidance to humanity. And let's face it, what is, I firmly believe is the real and great challenge for all peoples and all nations today, living together. The 26th Annual International Meeting for Peace promoted by Sant'Egidio took place only 15 days ago, held this year in Sarajevo, on the 20th anniversary of the tragedy of the Balkans War. The title was exactly this: Living Together is the Future. Living together for Sarajevo, for the Balkans area, for Europe, for the entire world. Living together today for the Middle East. And our thoughts, our prayers in this moment go to Syria especially. We promoted one meeting of negotiation 2 months ago in Rome. We are going to promote one more in the next November. It's not so easy to live together for people who are different from each other. Human beings are different in terms of ethnic background or religion. They are proclaimed equal, yet they feel different. At the bottom of their identity, there seems to be a destiny inscribed. The difficulty, sometimes the impossibility to live together. Living together, this is the global challenge and universal issue. Here at Rhodes, on this 10th anniversary of the World Public Forum, I think it's important to emphasize strongly the need of dialogue. Only dialogue can pave the way for the future of the world. Without dialogue, all is lost. Only through dialogue we can build our living together. In the days when there was talk in the past of a clash of civilizations, here at the World Public Forum, dialogue of civilization was said. Let me say that in current economic and spiritual crisis, already mentioned in this floor, we need to change the mindset. Religions and cultures have to remind us that the value of life is not dictated by the sum of the wealth of a person. I was told this morning by Mr. Gassenbauer, pass me the pronunciation, about inequality and cooperation, and a lack of cooperation, because, I mean, equality, I firmly believe, I firmly agree, equality and cooperation are two of the most important steps to solve the economic and financial crisis. That is not only economic and financial. But let me add one more term, spirituality. Because without spirituality, we cannot manage the world. Without spirituality, we cannot govern one state, one nation, without spirituality. Strength is to be found in the spirit. Men and women of the spirit can do a great deal if they seize the initiative. There are things that cannot be reduced to mere economic terms. We need to appeal to the spiritual resources of humankind in this world frightened by the economic crisis. We need a breath that may kindly hope and guide us all to the awareness of a common destiny. Dear friends, the Rhodes meetings say to us that only the dialogue changes the world. Only through dialogue we can tackle any crisis, economic and spiritual. Only if we will practice a genuine dialogue, we could be free from any fear of the present and look to the future with confidence. Let us continue to live the dialogue today and forever. Thank you.